I'm a bikeman, and this is what I love. An adventure around every turn of Taiwan.
Wow, look at that.
Explore the wild nature. Experience the rich culture. And above all, meet the people.
How do you feel? I feel good.
Join me on this journey through captivating Taiwan. Welcome to The Bikeman in Taiwan. Hi, I'm Neil from Denmark, and in this episode I bike around Taiwan's Pacific East Coast. I'll be handling snakes.
They won't bite, I guarantee.
Discover surfer's paradise and explore the most beautiful nature ever. Now this one caught me by surprise. Taiwan, a surfer's paradise, just like Hawaii. Well, I guess it's time to say aloha.
Ooh, shut up, you vicious dog. We made it, folks. We finally arrived at this surfer's paradise, and smell that. That's the smell of the Pacific. That's the smell of salt water. That is the smell of freedom.
Down at the beach, a bunch of happy beginners are giving surfing a try. They are part of a course run by Mark, a true globetrotter from South Africa. These days, he runs the Wagaligong Surf Shop. And in Taiwanese, Wagaligong means, let me tell you something.
Tell me, if I'm really into surfing, what is the surfing like down there on the beach?
Right now, summertime, you came during our small wave season.
Yeah?
Waves are tiny, good for lessons.
All right.
Are you a beginner?
Yeah, I haven't even started
good
yet,
for you
actually.
to learn.
Yeah.
So the season for bigger waves and better waves is from October to March.
All right. So let me ask you, straightforward question. Are you a summer man or a winter man?
Winter,
then?
100%. Winter man.
What you're saying is, if we really want to see the big action, we should be back in winter time?
Winter times, yeah.
See you in the winter then.
Aloha.
Look at them, fresh from a great morning at Dulan Beach. And honestly, I too feel the pull. Something out there is calling me. Should I leave the bike on shore, grab a surfboard and ride the waves, become one with the ocean, even one with destiny? Maybe this is the moment to say aloha.
So do you want to try touch the snake?
Touch a snake?
Yeah, you can hold the snake and they won't bite.
And you're an expert?
Sure.
So you are sure that...
Sure. They won't bite, I guarantee.
Usually a highlight of my biking day is when I'm making a pit stop and then get a cup of very well-deserved coffee. Today, I'm not so sure because in this cafe, the hissing noises, they do not always come from the coffee machine. Okay, let's try.
Okay, I take one of the snake so you can...
It doesn't have to be very big.
Okay.
Just...
So this is ball python. Ball python is a very docile pet snake. So you can just hold it anywhere.
Yeah.
So then feel safe.
Yeah.
Once they won't fall, then they feel safe and they won't bite.
I'm ready. Give it to me.
Good.
Give it to me.
Good. Yeah. So they just like that. Yeah.
Hey, it's
You see, the texture is very good too, right?
It is.
And that's the spirit of the cafe. Snakes, so often seen as monsters, are really just misunderstood. Dare to hold one and you will never look at them the same way again.
So you think actually your cafe works?
It works very well. Yeah. We saw many people at the beginning They're afraid of snakes so much, and they refuse to see or to touch. But once they touch, then they change their mind. Yeah.
Okay.
Especially for kids, almost immediately change.
So kids, they have an easy time
Yeah.
getting into them.
Yeah, that's right.
And grown-ups, they're a bit more like me, like, we need a bit of time.
Yeah.
But venomous snakes still take thousands of lives. So remember, outside the cafe, in the wild, don't touch them. Admire their beauty, yes, but always keep your distance.
I will follow your advice. If I see one, I will watch it. I will keep my distance.
Yeah.
And then I will be biking away again. Wow, that's it. So snake seems to be okay. Anyway, I'm glad this bad boy stayed in there. Okay, time to move on.
Well, that's an experience I won't forget anytime soon. A cafe with snakes, a man with a mission. That I can respect. But me and snakes, let's just say they got their business and I've got mine. And I'm perfectly happy if we keep it that way. Some cycle routes are nice, some are fine, okay, and some routes, like this part of Taiwan's east coast, must have been borrowed from another world. The Pacific Ocean kissed the foothill of the cliffs, which rise almost 800 meters straight up to the clouds.
Yes, this is what it is all about. The sea, the beach, the beauty. Yes. However, the scenery comes at a cost, because the reason why these mountains are towering up behind me is that I'm sitting on top of a fault line. And fault line, that is just another word for trouble.
And trouble struck not long ago. A 7.2 earthquake shattered the land. Entire rock faces collapsed, wreaking havoc on nature and infrastructure. Violent forces were reshaping the country on a massive scale.
Now, that is a stone. And it came crushing down during the earthquake, smashing everything in its way. I'm not so sure that a bicycle helmet would have done much good in that case. Now they're trying to repair the cliff sides because they are seriously worried that more stuff will come tumbling down.
The men at work are working hard to bring back safe roads. However, this dramatic interplay between the beauty and the beast of nature makes you wonder. And perhaps that's why we go cycling. To have time to see it all, to sense it all, and to wonder about it all.
That was some hill to climb in this heat. Never mind that. I'm seriously impressed by the diversity of the population here in Taiwan. On this island alone, there is 16 officially recognized indigenous peoples. And hey, I'm on a bike, so what better way to experience their lifestyle?
Welcome to the Kiwi community. 2 young men go fishing, but why are they not in the big city, chasing fortune and success? Living a life in the fast lane. Today they fish for shrimps, and with success. Soon we will cook them the old way, with traditional herbs scattered on top.
How much? Like
Yes,
this?
yes.
This? Yes, yes.
Okay.
No, in that one there? No.
The shrimps, still alive, go into the bamboo trunk. Then come the burning hot stones, straight from the fire.
All right, so this is actually the traditional way. This is before we had the stove, this is before electricity, this is before gas. This is actually how they cook the food in the good old days. And I'm sure that this will be good new days when we have this kind of food and we're going to taste it.
They have tried to live in Taipei, but big city life wasn't enough for them. And that brings me back to my question.
All young people, they want to be in the big city, but you want to live here. Why?
为什么我们会回来部落里面？对，那其实因为部落其实就是我们的家。
Their roots lie in the Kiwi community and traditions. They even tried to teach me. They assure me that if I return, I'll still find them here, living with their families in harmony with nature, keeping their traditions alive.
What? This is shrimp. This is shrimp the way it's supposed to be. Wow, was that great.
A day to remember in the Kiwi community. A day that puts everything into perspective. How do we choose to live? What roots hold us steady? And how will we grow the tree of life? Late afternoon. You think you're doing fine on the bike, but the sad reality is you're being overtaken by kids, lots of kids. Time for a break. And like someone lost in the desert, I head for the only tree for miles around. What's more refreshing than iced tea? Well, lukewarm iced tea. Then comes the quiet moment. Just me and the view. Endless fields of rice, golden and ready for harvest.
To me, rice is the white stuff you buy in the supermarket in a plastic bag, and then you boil it and then you serve it with some Asian-style dishes. But I have never, ever in my entire life seen so much rice.
This stretch of road, the Brown Boulevard, is world famous in Taiwan. A major tourist attraction and at the same time the source of prize-winning rice. Nice. Born from tectonic fire and carved by time, Taroko National Park is a masterpiece millions of years in the making. I'm cycling through mountains made of marble in a gorge sliced by the river. This is magic, and this is tragic. In 2024, a major earthquake struck, causing the entire landscape to shift.
Guess how tall we've been lifted up from this earthquake?
I don't know, 1 centimeter?
No, 45 centimeter.
So we're 45
More than-
centimeters up.
45 centimeters. The land is being uplifted.
Sandra has worked in the park for nearly 30 years and has witnessed hundreds of earthquakes, but nothing like the one that struck just before 8 a.m.
So when the earthquake hit, what were you doing?
I was in the bathroom. I just came out from the shower. I was thinking what I'm going to do because it was so big, so strong earthquake. I'm going to put on my towel and then run out.
So you were
but
naked in the middle of it.
hold on to the shower door, and I just thinking, better not move because the earthquake lasts almost 1 minute. You can hear the rock slide. And then the rock falling down. The air is so dusty, you cannot breathe, you cannot see clear. Yeah, very, very bad.
Some people were saved in the tunnels, but many were injured, and the disaster killed around 10 hikers, caught alone in the wilderness. The quake unleashed some 800 landslides, wiping out roads and trails. The Taroko was not the same anymore.
What did you feel in your heart seeing that?
Oh, it was damaged the best part of Taroko Gorge and the best scenic spot in Taiwan. All the sheer rock you see, it was covered a lot of the green vegetation. But after that earthquake, it's all stripped away. Yeah.
Just looked like the moon.
Yeah. Very, very different.
Well, before the earthquake, around 5,000 to 7,000 people visited this park every day. Now, as you can see, I'm pretty much alone in the roads here. But what a dramatic scenery and what a dramatic history this place has. I definitely think I need to come back. When should I come back? And then you will have everything repaired, Sandra.
Quickly you can come back. Maybe within 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah.
Promise? Good.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Come back.
We will.
Okay.
Taroko National Park is not just a place. It is kind of Taiwan's heart. Despite disaster, it's wild, eternal, and breathtakingly alive. In the next episode, I bike around Taiwan's fascinating city, Kaohsiung. I discover pagodas of beauty and horror. Learn how to divide the waters. And find true romance at Love River.
都爱啦。
See you next time on the Bikeman in Taiwan.